Cindy Pie Whistle taking to the pitch here in the snow, as we have, in my opinion, the GOAT versus the Dream-A-Wish Foundation, Electrics Man versus Nick Satan, Skaven versus Halflings. The Skaven choose to be on defense to start the game. The Dream-A-Wish Foundation picked up the chef, picked up Cindy Pie Whistle. That Halfling Master Chef means on the kickoff, 3d6 will be rolled on every 4+. The Skaven team will lose a reroll. The Halfling team will gain a reroll. The Skaven team could be out of rerolls before turn 1 begins. So the Skaven team, so the Halfling team here, they're very, very brittle. Look at that, AV7, strength of 2. They're weak, they're brittle, they're a very hard team to coach. Really what they're trying to do is they have these treemen. They really rely on these treemen. They have 2. They can pick up a 3rd as a star player. These treemen are going to try to slowly mosey down pitch. You can see that the Dream-A-Wish Foundation has picked up an extra point of MA here on sponsor Eleanor. MA3 does a number of things for this. That is 50% more movement. Normally it's an MA of 2. And because it costs 3 MA to stand up, sponsor Eleanor is now guaranteed to stand up after being knocked down. But these trees are going to try to slowly move down pitch, control pitch just long enough to be able to throw a Halfling, to fling a fling downfield to score. The closer they can get to that end zone, the easier that will be. We are in the snow for this game. That means that rushes fail on a 1 or a 2, not just a 1. See the effects of the weather here. It also means that passes. It's been long enough since I've drawn. Passes can only go 6 spaces away here. So they can only go half the distance. Thankfully, for throw teammate, that doesn't affect throw teammate, because throw teammate can only go up to a short pass away anyway. SB Beaver with the emergency rush warning. Tried to catch the ball here on the deep kick, couldn't catch it. The ball's going to end up on the 24-yard line. Turn 1 for the Dream-A-Wish Foundation. 2-die block against Pele over on the left side of the line will be a POW. 7+ breaks armor. There's the armor break. First removal of the game goes to sponsor Eleanor. 1000% failure rate, that's right. So Halflings are slow, they're weak, they're brittle, they're just trying to get down the pitch. Just a few spaces is really all they need. They picked up two rerolls by the Master Chef, and this Skaven team down to 1 reroll for the half. Cindy Pie, wow, what a bomb toss by Cindy Pie Whistle to injure Wayne Gretzky, one of the 4 gutter runners. So the Skaven team, we haven't talked about the Skaven team yet. Electrics Man now very carefully deciding whether to spend the Apothecary there. Decided not to spend the Apo on the gutter runner, and they'll be down a gutter. Wow. So Skaven team very, very fast. Those 4 gutter runners are MA9 with an edge of 2. They can really get around. Very, very fast. They can get to really anywhere on the pitch. Let's just, for the sake of argument, let's say you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 3, 6. So far, it's off my screen here. That's where MA9 can get you even further, because a bit of that is off screen. Good foul there by the Dream of Wish Foundation. So the Halflings will pick up a number of players. They're always looking for that Master Chef. That's part of their key strategy, in addition to getting the trees into position. But they'll also try to have a bench, because they're gonna lose a bunch of players, and that naturally means they're gonna kit one out as a fouler. Nick Satan, very effective fouling with this team, going for a foul every single turn, usually looking for the knockdown with the tree and then following that up with a sneaky get. Hand off to Tiny Tim, works out. The ball now on the offensive 16-yard line, moves it up to the 6. Dream of Wish Foundation with a significant player advantage right now. But the Skaven team, very, very fast. You have to be on your toes when you play against Skaven. If you lose that ball, no matter where you are, you have to be worried that a gutter runner is going to come in and grab that ball. Adds to MA9. In my opinion, the GOAT, they do have a killer in Muhammad Ali. The number 5 blitzer has block, tackle, mighty blow. Block makes the both down result safe for you. Mighty blow means the armor break, your armor break roll gets a +1. Basically treats the opposing armor value as if it's 1 less. Tackle negates the dodge skill. All great skills to have against a team like Halflings. When you go from 7 to 6, it just makes it that much easier to remove players. Tackle, negating the dodge skill, makes it that much easier to knock them down. There's the pal looking for a 6+ here on Sammy. Yeah, well done. You'll see a lot of Muhammad Ali going to town on this team. I do think Electric Man needs to keep Muhammad Ali safe for a little bit. If he is exposed, I think Nick Satan will spend an entire turn trying to get that blitzer off the pitch. But otherwise, Muhammad Ali is going to do a lot of damage in this game. And now a mark on the ball carrier. SB Beer says, getting a Master Chef seems like a great strategy for life as well. Yes, indeed. Two-man player advantage for the Halflings. Blitz spent and now piling in a number of players on the ball carrier. Probably needs to mark down number 6 as well, or else that's just an easy handoff. Well, quote-unquote easy. Handoff to Rupert version 0.2. This is a Division B matchup. Dream of Wish Foundation, with a win, can advance up into 6th place here in Division B. In my opinion, the GOAT is on the bonus clock. Ooh, takes the mark on the corner here. It's so trying to stop the run here, totally understandable, but so risky, so scary, because these 2-die blocks will be coming back on your gutters. Just gets a push out of that. Wonder if we'll see the handoff. Cindy Pie Whistle, the star player for the Halfling team, also a secret weapon. So she has delicious pies that are actually bombs that she will chuck for an entire drive before the ref gets wise to her game and says, wait a minute, you can't do that, get off the pitch. And we'll eject her from the game. She'll have 1 drive on the pitch. But of course, the Dream of Wish Foundation can try to argue the call with the ref. They'll succeed on a 6. You can also use a bribe to keep her secret weapon on the pitch for another drive. The Dream of Wish Foundation doesn't have any bribes to spend. 2-die blitz by sponsor Eleanor against Muhammad Ali. Indeed, going after that blitzer, but only got a push out of it. And now, trying to give that blitzer nowhere to go. There's the handoff attempt. Failed it. Spends one of the 1,000 rerolls. And now Rupert version 0.2 in possession of the ball. Sponsor Patsy. Sponsor Patsy, Terry version 2.1 and Charles version 0.1. And I guess James 4.0. Oh, I thought he was going to move this ball forward one space. Cindy Pie Whistle on the bomb toss. Waiting for the interception attempt. Targeting 2 players. Joey Chestnut can intercept. Joey Chestnut deflected the ball, saved Tom Brady, knocked himself down. That is a team player. Oh, no. Failed to take root roll with the tree. Moves forward to mark Tom Brady. The tree's negatrade is if they take root, they have to roll a d6 before they activate. On a 1, they will take root. They can still play in the game. They just can't move unless they get knocked down. And then they're no longer rooted. Fouling with the ball carrier. Wow. Wow, well done. The ball carrier, the sneaky gate, got rid of Joey Chestnut. Very well done by Nick Satan. Nick Satan, the current league champion, winning last season with Lizards. Yeah, it's the ball carrier, but I've got sneaky gate, which means if I roll doubles on the armor break, I don't get called off. So didn't advance the ball. In fact, advance the ball 2 spaces forward. Secondary looking thin for the Skaven team. Not too bad, though. It's very hard to get away from Skaven. Even if Skaven players find themselves behind the ball, they usually have plenty of speed to get back into the drive. The problem is the marks, right? Trying to get away here. Yes, you have a 2+ to dodge. Yes, you have a free reroll. But it's still dice that you're rolling. And it's team rerolls that you don't have to the Halfling Master Chef. 2-die blitz on James version 4.0 gets the knockdown here. Will he take it with the push, or will he keep him where he is? He's going to keep him where he is. Two-die on Tiny Tim version 2.2 gets a pal. 7+ breaks armor. Seven plus, that's when got rid of Cindy Pie Whistle, so she will be out for the rest of the game unless she succeeds a KO roll and the end being sent off the pitch. So 7+ to break armor would be roughly a 58% chance, 58 1/3 chance of success. So the odds are with you to break armor on most of these halflings. It's real hard to keep halflings on the pitch. Two-die uphill against sponsor Eleanor. Gets a push out of this. It's going to free Muhammad Ali. No, it's not, because she stands firm. You want to count the probability of things. Well, if you're going to play Blood Bowl, and you don't sort of understand the probabilities, just print a chart. Just print a chart, or use like the percentage view of the game or something. But if you want to calculate the probability of these die rolls, right, like on a 7+, that's you want to calculate every way you could roll a 7 or higher, right? And an easy way to do that is to just chart out every way I can roll a 2, every way I can roll a 3, every way I can roll a 4, every way I can roll a 5, and so on and so forth. You're going to end up with a little bell curve. And then you just count those up and divide it by the total different options you have, which are 36. And that will give you your probability. So for the 7+ on these armor break on the halflings, you're looking at 21 ways to break armor, right? 21 different die rolls out of 36. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, don't bring the chart to NAF events. Are they illegal? T-Dye block against BB Nut. Gets a push out of this. Gets a dodge push out of this. And don't forget that they're like, you're considering 2 dice, right? So like, Mr. Rocket Cracker says, yes, they're illegal. No referencing probability charts or any formation, 1-turn touchdown setups. Fair enough. Failed the dodge. Man, he just looked dead. Failed to dodge, and that's a halfling remove. Turn 3. Now, it's only turn 3? Oh my god. Oh boy. Turn 3 for my opinion it goes. But don't forget, if you're going to calculate it yourself, don't forget that you're talking about 2 different dice. So rolling a 1 on one die and a 6 on another die is not the same as rolling a 6 on the first die and a 1 on the second die, right? Those are 2 different options. So remember to consider those when you count up all your options. I think we're down to 7v8 on the pitch. 8 for the halfling team, 7 for the Skavens. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Skaven players on the pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, indeed. 1-man player advantage for the halfling team. Who says, is it more removed players per turn taken for both teams? What? I don't know what that means. Mr. Rocker Cracker says, the shocking moment for me was that if you are blocking a player without blocking, consider a push of success. A 2-die uphill is actually statistically better than a 3+ dodge. Pupo says, Blood Bowl probability rules. 1, never rush. 2, if you need to make a roll, you won't. 3, if you make a roll, you were set up. 4, never rush. 5, frenzy can't be controlled. If you think you can, you didn't see Fen. 6, if aim and draw during your game, your best action is to end your turn. 7, all your pals will happen on the line on the sideline. Oh, I see, Boo. 3 turns for halflings, 4 remove Skaven, 2 for Skaven, 3 remove halflings. Yep. Another uphill block on sponsor Eleanor is going to be another stand firm here. Final, or not the final turn of the first quarter, but this penultimate turn of the first quarter. Here's the Dream of Wish Foundation starts the top of the 4th. 2-die block with sponsor Eleanor against Ric Flair. Gets the knockdown. Was looking for a 7+, but didn't get it. Ernest says 4 rules to remember in Blood Bowl. 1, make the plan. 2, execute the plan. 3, expect the plan to go off the rails. 4, throw away the plan. Yes, indeed. All joking aside, it's something I really like about this game. And it's something I like about randomness in good games in general, is that you can't, like, unlike, say, a Euro game, like, let's just use chess as an example, right? Chess you can plot out. 2-man player advantage now for for the halfling team. And I'm not saying chess is an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just saying it's deterministic, right? So you can plot out like openings and stuff. But oh, the final re-roll here spent by the Dream-A-Wish Foundation. They had 6. They're down to 0. They get the POW on Muhammad Ali, though. Looking for a 9+. This would be a huge armor break. But they force you like in a game like chess or any sort of Euro-style game, right? You can plan an optimal strategy. Not so when there's cards or dice or some sort of randomness. And that doesn't mean you should just put your faith in the dice. But what it means is you have to plan contingencies. You can plan an optimal path based on probability, which then means you have to have a backup plan, and probably even a backup plan after that. And it makes games very interesting, very, very strategically interesting. Right? Instead of thinking about payoffs as all or nothing, you're now saying like, all right, well, I have a 2/3 chance of this success, of this working, and I want it to work, but if it doesn't, there's a 1/3 chance it fails. So I need to put, 1/3 worth of value into preventing it from failing, right? Into an alternate plan. Move says, I prefer assuming everything will work than panicking when it doesn't. Now we're in the final third of the first quarter. As in my opinion, the GOAT tries to stop the score for the halflings there. The trees have slowly been trundling downfield. They've gained 3 spaces in 4 turns. Halflings doing their job. Skaven team doing their job as well. There's been removals. Plenty of removals on both sides of the pitch. 9 removals. 8 removals so far in the game. 1 die block on Terry version 2.1. Breaks armor, gets a stun. James Like Snack says there won't be any rerolls left for the end of half rushes. Yeah, I wonder if either coach is even thinking about the blizzard. As these rushes, again, they're going to fail 1/3 of the time instead of 1/6 of the time in the snow. One die blitz does not work out with Michael Jordan. The final reroll spent. Double skulls by Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan injured himself on the failed blitz. Spire graciously lowering the rush failure rate from 900% to 99%, which is huge in the snow. Michael Jordan on the 1 die blitz spends the final reroll and injures himself. A push by sponsor Patsy against Tom Brady. 3 die block against Muhammad Ali. 8+ to break armor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got a stun. Muhammad Ali stays in the game. Boom says the bulk area is not blocked yet. Has removed 2 Skaven. He's a sneaky git. Ball's going to advance up to the 8-yard line, it looks like. Yes, indeed. Turn 5 now for, in my opinion, the GOAT. Offense getting behind him. Now, we talked about how this halfling team wants these treemen in position for that halfling toss. But, of course, if you can just run the ball in, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do, period. If you can run the ball in, run the ball in. It's the safest option. I'll bet that fire football feels nice in the snow. I'll bet you it doesn't. Taking a mark with BB Nut here. So BB Nut at risk of getting locked back down here. But once the mark... Gets a dodge push here. If he's going to go for the blitz here with BB Nut, if BB Nut went here, that would have been a 2-die blitz. .33 seconds ago for Mike. So they did not move the blitzer. I thought for sure they would cover BB Nut with that lodger, but instead BB Nut here. Probably going to get marked by the treeman after the blitz on the... not marked, but get blitzed by the treeman, I think. There'll be a 3-die blitz against BB Nut, I think. I mean, he could just take it as a block if he really wants to. But then I don't know who he'd be blitzing with the tree. Unless he wants to rush blitz. Pips Pippy. So he's going to take it as a block. So it's going to be a 2-die block against BB Nut. And he got stunned for his trouble. That's the turnover. Turn 6 now for, in my opinion, the GOAT. Yeah, with no rerolls, I would want the 3 dice. I want as much of a chance as I have. Not going after the ball carrier here. He gets a 2-die blitz on James version 4.0. Gets the POW here. Great armor break. And a great removal as well. Now a mark on the ball. And that's one less halfling on the pitch. There are about one team's worth of players left on the pitch. Blitz that forward protective player here, blocking for number 6. That'll be the end of the turn with turn 7 now for the Dream of Wish Foundation. They've got 2 turns left. Ball carrier currently marked. Here's that blitz on Tom Brady. Gets a push. It's really all he needs. Frees up the ball carrier to move downfield. Where's the protection coming from? Number 9? Yikes. Yikes. Might move to the left, but then he's got to rely on some dodges. Might stay where he is and rely on the throw, but that's scary too. Bob Rob, welcome to the stream. Bob Rob says, hey, I've been playing flings all day, and I'm like, oh, look, flings. So it looks like he's going to try to move this to the right here, but, oh, boy, what a scary place to be. Failed the rush in the snow! The first rush in the snow failed! Turn 7 for, in my opinion, the GOAT, and now they might try to set up to get on the board. Bad Dog says, will they never learn? Insipid Toaster, thank you very much for lowering the rush failure rate from the Games Workshop mandated 900% to a cheater level, 99%. Anybody can succeed on that. Stand up blitz. Oh, stand up blitz. Scary stuff. Gets the push. It's going to stay put. Can still try to score here, but I think now at this point, at the end of the turn, he's going to try to dodge Ric Flair away and put Ric Flair into scoring position. Now a 2-die on Rupert version 0.2. What do you decide to do here? Is it a push or is it both down? Electrics Man considering options here. I think I was gonna say I think I'd probably take the push. But that's a good kind of a good trade, I guess. That's a rough stun on that thrower with sure hands, but got rid of the ball carrier. And now turn 8 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. It's gonna have to be like a dodge to a handoff to a throw teammate. KO and Ric Flair. We'll see. I will laugh hysterically if none of these KOs for either team comes back. Murder wins the duel. 1 minute 31 seconds to go here in turn number 8. 3-die block against BB Nut. Got the pal here. Looking for a 7+ to the gutter runner. There it is. Another gutter runner off the pitch. Oppo still available. Oppo gets spent here. We'll see if he can save this gutter runner. Nope. I mean, it prevents the head injury, but won't keep that gutter runner in the game. That is 3 gutters out. Very well done by Nick Satan, hunting these gutter runners. These are the linchpin of the team, and now Pips Pippi, the only one remaining for the Skaven team. Moop says, yeah, break BB Nut's head. Another failed rush. You can't rush in clear skies, let alone in the snow. Final third of the first half. I don't think, in my opinion, the GOAT can actually get anywhere. Yeah, they have nobody left. So this one's going to end 0-0. We'll see if they can get a few more removals here. Pips Pippi himself. The fake one, though. I think. I could have been duped this whole time. Maybe Skaven Pips Pippi was always the real one. 6+ here to break armor. James Like Snack says, will we see a dual pitch clear? I hope so. Was it Moo? I forgot predictions today. Oh well. Ah well. Was it Moo that said I want both of them dead? It looks like you might get your wish. One die block on Charles version 0.1. It's a dodge push out of this. I think that's it. Yeah, in this snowy game, it's played to a draw at the half. In my opinion, the GOAT will be on offense to start the second half. Does that mean all the KOs are removed? Nope. No, it doesn't. All right. So the Dream of Wish Foundation. So Cindy gets called off the pitch. Dream of Wish Foundation is going to set up with 9 left on the pitch. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. 9v5 on the pitch. The offense with just 5. They're going to have to make a miracle happen here. They'll have to lean into that agility and that speed, just go for broke. I think they're just going to have to score as quickly as possible and get those KOs back. They're at a 4-man disadvantage right now. 3 on the line, spread wide for the defense. Shamestone demanding death. Oh, you sadist. Oh, Nuffle, why have you forsaken Electric Stand? Oh, only 5 on the pitch, 1 of which is a journeyman. Yes, the number 7 journeyman. 3 have to go on the line. Let's hope it's not a blitz. Here we go. The thrower back to receive. The 1 remaining gutter runner, Pip Shippy himself, on the line in the left wide zone. Probably not gonna risk the touchback there. 2 rerolls collected by the Dream of Wish Foundation. In my opinion, the GOAT will be... Wait, did they get 2 rerolls? They got 1 reroll. In my opinion, the GOAT will be down to 3. 5 for the Halflings. Turn 9 underway. Hoopla says, Daka? Yeah, I have to imagine. Daka until they engage and just go for broke. But, like, if they were able to get this ball in the hands of the passer, I think they just got to go. The problem is Nick knows that, right? He's got 3 Halflings in the secondary setting up that 2-die block. Right, exactly. Yeah, that's my thought too, move. Right. But now that they can't get the ball, the problem is the thrower here. Right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Remember, we're in a blizzard. They can only go a quick pass away. I'm sorry, a short pass away. That's here. That's here. It's a circle, right? Roughly shaped like this, right? So they can't get the ball to this gutter runner. And I think that means the gutter runners has to retreat. In fact, I think everyone's just gotta run away. Oh, he's not. He's whoa. Hasn't there been enough death tonight? Stop the insanity. I didn't draw in the first game. I got to make up for it in this one. Good pickup regardless of sure hands. But now the Skaven team has the ball in their hands on their own 18-yard line over in the right wide zone. Sorry, their own 16-yard line. Turn 9 now for the Dream of Wish Foundation. So didn't retreat fully with these players, which means a blitz is still on the table. Probably going to go after not the hard one, right? Probably going to go after the easiest player, Joey Chestnut, to blitz down. Not going to do it when you take root. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Here's the the 2-die blitz. Works out due to block. Looking for a 7+ to break armor. There it is. Gets a stun. Stays on the pitch. No, the Sticky gets not on the pitch still. Will he risk a foul here? Probably not. Boop says, well, I just noticed that's a plus MA tree. Yes, indeed it is. Boy, oh boy. No fear by sponsor Patsy. Boy, the 3+ rush to mark Muhammad Ali works out. Rewatched Reservoir Dogs today, and I rewatched Kill Bill yesterday. But like the combined Kill Bill, what's it called? The complete bloody affair. It's good. I mean, I love Quentin Tarantino films. Poopah says, I think when you're a 2-ton oak, a little snow shouldn't affect your traction. I might agree. 2 kill, 2 bill. Help the handoff. What? What? All right, succeeded on the reroll. In my opinion, the GOAT down to 2 rerolls remaining for the game. Pips Pippy in control, in possession of the ball. That's the Blodger Gutter Runner. Edge 2, MA9, block and dodge. The killest and the billiest. Tonight I'll either play Yakuza 0 or I'll watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Blitz still on the table. Is he going to blitz with the ball carrier? He may. And just pray to Nuffle. "18 seconds to go now for the Skaven team. Down to 5 on the pitch. 1 player is stunned over in the right wide zone. There's the blitz with the ball carrier. 2-die blitz. That's a knockdown. Doesn't break armor. We'll need to reposition Pips Pippy. Where will it be? Pips Pippy off the left sideline, crossing the line of scrimmage, is now on the opposing 2-yard line. Turn 10 for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Fought hard to get in the end zone in the first half, but then, in my opinion, got a little aggressive with trying to get the removals, which is fair play, but broke down the cage on the ball carrier and weren't able to score. And now they're finding themselves with a significant player advantage. But this is the key turn for them. If they don't stop this ball carrier on this turn, I think they may have just given up a touchdown. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll watch From Dusk Till Dawn. I love that movie. Yeah, that's a good one too. Where will the blitz be? You should watch it from dusk till dawn. No, thank you. Oh, I'm not looking forward to normal life tomorrow. Another failed. Man, so bold with these rushes. You might argue that he has to do them against such a fast team. Trying to get tackle zones between the ball carrier and the end zone. There it is. Dream of Wish Foundation on the bonus clock. Three-plus dodge. Has to spend a reroll due to tackle. Got the dodge. So it doesn't look like there's going to be a blitz on anyone. Whoa, the rushes! Sets up the column to cover the left sideline. Doesn't reposition number 9. Turn 11 for, in my opinion, the GOAT. From Dusk Till Dawn, such a good movie. Such a clever little twist. I love that movie. Almost down to a minute here as Electric Man tries to figure out where this ball needs to go. At some point, they're going to have to rely on Nuffle. But of course, the goal here is to minimize risk as much as possible. As much as Skavenly possible. Looks like they're going to try to cage up on the 6, maybe? Maybe on the 8? Big dodge by the Journeyman, taking it with the Journeyman first. Scary stuff. If he failed that die roll, he'd have to contend with Loner, and it might have been a turnover. So going to retreat the ball a little bit. Retreats back across the line of scrimmage to the Skaven 2-yard line. And now a failed dodge by Muhammad Ali. Spends another reroll. In my opinion, the GOAT down to 1 reroll for the game. And Muhammad Ali prone in the left wide zone. Oh boy. Sponsor Patsy moves downfield, marks 2 opposing players. Here's the blitz. Had to spend a reroll to get through the failed take route. Got the POW on Yesh. 7+ breaks armor, and this will be a mark on the ball carrier. Oh, every one of these removals hurts. Hurts. You're down to 4 players. If anyone can do it, it's Pips. If anyone can... Show me you're the real Pips Pippy. Prove it right now. Now the foul attempt. He is going to try to foul Muhammad Ali here. How many players is going to dedicate to this, though? These players that get dedicated to this foul are going to be out of the drive because this gutter runner is just going to move to the right. Has anyone told the Halflings they aren't a bash team? Mickey version 2.2 trying to cover that dodge away by Pips Pippi over to the right side. So now Pips Pippi, obviously this is a -1 dodge, but now this was a +1 dodge. It's now a -1. Got nothing out of that foul, and the ref will, oh, the ref was going to have nothing to do with it. But Nick Satan successfully made his case to the referee and said, look, nobody got harmed. No harm, no foul. The ref agreed. And Terry version 2.1 is going to remain on the pitch. Turn 12 now for, in my opinion, the GOAT. That's right, ref, clean foul. They could try to break away this way, right? So, I mean, everything's a well, I was going to draw on the screen that direction, but you know what? I will save Electric Man the trouble. Yeah, a dodge away and then another dodge to get through the lane here. And now Pips Pippi on the opposing 16-yard line just off the left sideline. Trying to lock down a bunch of people. Let's see. This is marked, and these are free. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not risking the rush himself. He's going to leave it up to Nick Satan to risk the rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. 3, 4, 5. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, with throw teammate, you are never out of range of everyone. That's very true. You don't have to just throw a teammate to try to score. You can throw a teammate as an artillery round. You can just chuck a halfling at somebody's face. Turn 12 for the Dream of Wish Foundation now. Final turn of the third quarter. Dream of Wish Foundation, everyone is, I was going to say outside of normal movement range, I guess. To blitz down this ball carrier, it has to be a rush by anyone. The only way out of that would be a throw teammate. Had to spend the final re-roll here, or else that would have been a turnover not in the favor of the Dream of Wish Foundation either. They would have been knocked down. The opponent would have remained standing. They got the knockdown here, but now no re-rolls remaining for the Dream of Wish Foundation. Sponsor Patsy slowly crawls towards that gutter runner. There's a rush. Works out with no re-rolls. Gets the mark on Pips Pippi. Is it a rush blitz? It's not. At least not yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 rushes. That's so scary. Oh my. 2 rushes didn't work out. A 2+ dodge will give this Skaven team the lead here in turn 13. Can they make it even better? Can they try to stall this? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's nowhere they can really go. There's the dodge, and Indians, and they go. In my opinion, the GOAT takes the lead against league champion Nick Satan and the Dream-A-Wish Foundation. Well done. And they get back, crucially, get back some knockouts. El Numerino with the sub. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Hope your game went well. I think you had a game tonight, right? Just 6 on defense for, in my opinion, the GOAT. Six on the pitch for the defense. 1 in either wide zone. Those are the blitzers. And of course, Pips Pippy, the safety. The thrower on the line as the nose tackle. 8 on the pitch for the Dream-A-Wish Foundation. 2-man player advantage for the Halflings. 1 reroll remaining for the Skaven team. That's right. To do this. Are you the real Pips Pippy? Here's the kick. No kicker for the Skaven team. They'll probably just put this ball dead center, I think. Force this Halfling team with no rerolls to have to try to pick it up off the ground. Here's the kick. Quick snap. Can move 3 players, so they'll try to get it here. They'll try to get it on the 50-50 catch on the kickoff. Works out, not a problem for Mickey version 2.2. Turn 13 for the Dream-A-Wish Foundation. They're down a touchdown. Can they get on the board? They're going to move the ball up their own 4-yard line. There's the cage. Took the block with the non-block tree first. I thought they might have grabbed that player and put him right in front of the tree. But I think this is actually better. Now I'll push my sponsor Eleanor over on the left side. Oh no! Tom Brady removed from the pitch. Just 5 remaining for the Skaven team. They've lost their thrower, their only sure hands player. Turn 14 for, in my opinion, the GOAT. They are down so many players. If they pull a victory out tonight, it will be a miracle. Shamestone demanding death. The bloodlust is insatiable. They're applying pressure to the cage. Mike Tyson's going to mark the back right corner of the cage here. And now the blitz on the back left corner. Here it comes. 2-die blitz. Got the POW. 6+ breaks armor. Great armor break. Got the removal out of it. And now a mark on the ball. "12 players left on the pitch, combined." Getting a lot of work out of Muhammad Ali. Again, mighty blow and tackle against this halfling team. Huge. Blitz used on Muhammad Ali, gets the knockdown. Ball carrier freed up again. Two-die block by sponsor Eleanor is a POW against Joey Chestnut. 7+ breaks armor. Joey Chestnut stays alive. Every player counts here for both of these teams at this point. When you get down to low player counts, you can't control as much as the pitch as you want to or perhaps even need to. Dream and Wish Foundation moves the ball slowly forward now on the opposing 2-yard line. $20 seconds to go. Oh, man. Scary stuff for both of these teams. Dream and Wish Foundation, remember, they're behind. They need to score just a draw. The Skaven team trying to win and defeat the league champion here in the snow. Good dodge to cover the back right corner. Turn 15 for, in my opinion, the GOAT. Is it going to be a stand-up blitz by Muhammad Ali? 4, 5, 6, 7 on the blitz on the back right corner. There'll be another mark on the ball carrier. Has to be worried about these trees. At some point, he's got to mark the trees. He doesn't want to give up the marks too early and allow these trees to keep blocking him down and perhaps remove these players. But at some point, he's got to stop that throw teammate toss. There's that stand-up blitz. Got the POW in Jimmy version 4.0. Just a 6+ breaks armor. There's the armor break. Unreal. Ball marked again. Another halfling off the pitch. What's the count? We've got 5 Skaven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5v5? Do my eyes deceive me? They do. It's got to be more than that. A POW on the 1 die. You know what's faster than 7s? 5s. Is it Blitzball 5? I think Blitzball might be 6. Good armor break here by the Dream and Wish Foundation. Every single one of these armor breaks for both these teams are going to be very good. Dream and Wish Foundation, no rerolls left. They don't have a speed advantage. They are marked every which way to Sunday. Here's the 2-die against Yesh, the Journeyman. Breaks another great armor break. Oh, man. Surprised by the follow-up there. Follows up into the tackle zone of Pips Pippi. He can't run this ball. He just can't run this ball. I mean, I guess it's better than the halfling toss, but 2 rushes. One die blitz gets a push on Muhammad Ali. That's all he needs to free the ball carrier. .30 seconds to go. Dream of Wish Foundation down a touchdown. They have half a pitch to move in 2 turns as halflings. Here they go. Here they go. He's moved as far as he's comfortable. Now on the opposing 12-yard line, just inside the right wide zone. 2 rushes to score. Remember, in the snow, the rushes fail on a 1 or a 2, not just a 1. No re-rolls remaining. Turn 16 for, in my opinion, the GOAT. They're in the lead. They have just 5 players left on the pitch, 2 of which are out of commission for the remainder of the game. They are stunned. Pips Pippi on the dodge. Marks the ball carrier. Still a 2-die coming back against the blodger. Two-die block against Charles version 0.1 by Mike Tyson is a dodge push. What's the game plan? What's the game plan? Is he gonna try 2 rushes? Oh man. Oh, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to if he gets the knockdown. Okay, now he has to. Now I don't think he can get there. I think he oh. Boy, I think he needs the push. I think he needs the push. No, you don't need the push when you get a KO! Oh! Unbelievable! Got the KO to clear the lane, and now is marked out Mickey version 2.2. Final turn of the game. Dream of Wish Foundation. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz into double pals. Muhammad Ali knocked to the ground. Oh! Wah! Wah! Tried to throw Charles version 0.1 somewhere where he could be helpful. Didn't work out. Blitzed by the ball carrier is going to be a knockdown. Has to follow up. 2 rushes. 2 rushes. 3+ and a 3+ with no re-rolls. Got 1. Got 2. Nick Saint tied the game. Wow, so hard fought. Unbelievable. Wow. Holy moly. Wow. So hard fought by both coaches, down to the wire in this blizzard. In my opinion, the GOAT played an excellent game there, trying to win that game 1-0, and Dream of Wish Foundation was able to get into the end zone at the very end there. Whew, man, oh man. And with that, the Dream of Wish Foundation will remain in 6th place there. Were they in 7th before? I think they were in 6th. They're going to pick up an extra draw. They're 2-3-3 in this competition. Congratulations to both coaches. That was a lot of fun to watch. All right, let's take a look at the schedule. Let's take a look at the schedule before we leave. All right, coming up next, we have, looks to be a doubleheader tomorrow night, Monday, January the 5th, starting at the same time, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's UTC -5. We're going to get the night started with Dead and Loving It versus Grimdark Orchard. That's S-Beaver versus Crikey. That's Vampires versus, I want to say Blackworks. Let's see. No, that's regular Orcs. So that'll be Vampires versus Orcs. And then at 9 o'clock p.m., an hour later, we're going to have the Gutterballs versus the Conduct Committee. El Numerino versus Berserker Tempest. That's a Division A matchup. That's going to be Orcs versus Gobos. And then this Tuesday, not quite a doubleheader, but we're going to have 2 more games for you starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, that's UTC -5. And that will be the Napanee Nightmare versus the Kenagami Chiefs. Proud Star versus Zias 71. And that is Chaos Chosen versus Black Orcs. And then at 10 o'clock p.m. later that evening, we're going to have the Discomancers versus Mammal Nightmare. That's Ian versus Festung. That's going to be a Necro mirror match. That'll be a fun one to watch as well. Plenty of more games to schedule here in the penultimate week of regulation in this competition and season. And I hope you'll be here to check them out with me. I love this game. What did I want to say? I just keep thinking about From Dusk Till Dawn. Plenty more games to be scheduled. And when those games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to that schedule on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB, here on Twitch, or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, X, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel, and as per the usual, there's a link to our Discord in chat. You can come hang out in our Discord channel, talk shop, sign up for our next competition, which we haven't made any announcements yet, but probably will be with the new rule set, depending on when Cyanide gets that up and running. But you can also check out our schedules and our standings there. We have dedicated channels for each, and the schedules are in your local time zone, so you don't have to do any weird math to figure out when games are in your time zone. And you should play Blood Bowl, because this game is absolutely fantastic. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store until tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're like me, enjoy the final hours of your winter holiday before life returns to normal. Boo. And we'll catch you back here tomorrow night. Take care, everybody.